Sonic Frontiers looks better than Sonic Unleashed because Sonic Unleashed is mid. I can't take this serious because the game's not out yet. I can't take this serious. It's just Unleashed slander. You know, you can't take it serious. We are back reacting to more of your Sonic hot takes. This time, the focus is Sonic Frontiers takes. Frontiers has the same potential as Forces had. Both have a lot of potential in concept, but leave a lot to be desired in certain aspects. To be fair, Frontiers ain't released yet, so who knows, maybe things will turn around and Frontiers will be incredible. But I think it could likely end up a 6 out of 10 game, to be honest. I'm gonna go with what you said. We don't know much about the game yet. So far, the game is looking a lot more ambitious than Sonic Forces did. It's already looking a lot more fun than Sonic Forces 2, so you never know. Again, we gotta wait till the game comes out, but this does look like it's gonna exceed your rating. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 is crazy. I think at least 7 out of 10. I don't know. Hey, we'll see when the game comes out. Alright, the next one says the game doesn't feel right as a staple. Although it looks really good right now, it just doesn't feel like the direction Sonic should take from now on. I'd rather it be a one-time thing just for Frontiers, because that's what makes the game unique and stand out from the rest. If Sonic were to stick to an open world format from now on, that'll diminish Frontiers' charm like crazy. And he says, take Breath of the Wild for example. I don't even think Breath of the Wild works with your example, because even with Breath of the Wild, we have Breath of the Wild 2 coming out, which looks to also be another full open world game. But this is an interesting take because Iizuka did say himself something along the lines of him wanting Sonic Frontiers to be the base building block of what he wants Sonic to be for the next few years. And I feel like Frontiers could potentially be a game to transition to a little bit more into an adventure type style gameplay. Alright, this next one says, I like that the world looks bare and alone. It perfectly sets the world as an unexplored and a mysterious place. I low-key agree with this. I've heard criticism about the world looking kind of bare bones and whatever. I always felt some type of way about that criticism because first of all, we haven't seen any of the other islands. The first island could just look bare because it doesn't have much compared to other islands, or it could just be the early stages of the island, and as you progress on, more things unlock in the island. So I never really liked that criticism too much, but every criticism is fair criticism. But I do think that the game looking bare and alone fits the vibe of the game. Alright, this one says the cyberspace stages won't be good. They're just going to end up being glorified Forces stages. That is a interesting take. We've barely seen any of the cyberspace stages. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue like to what to think about the stage. They barely showed any of the stages off. So from what we've seen, maybe I'm really hoping that they're good though. The next one says this will be the best Sonic game in years. Looks like they got a competent writer and the game is looking to be a fun experience based on what we've seen so far. Yeah, I'm right on line with this. We don't really know much about the story at all yet at the time of this recording, but based on what they've been showing us, it's looking like the story is going to be a lot more serious and a lot deeper than past stories in Sonic, in like the past 10 years to be specific. Really the past 14 years. The stories in Sonic haven't really been serious since Sonic Unleashed. That's a long time. And that's not including Forces, because Forces tried to be serious, but it just wasn't a good attempt at it. And then in terms of the gameplay is looking promising. It's looking like it's gonna be fun to run around those islands. Alright, this next one says, I hope they keep the amount of characters in this game low. Whenever they try to bunch in a lot of the cast, many of the characters find themselves without a necessary role in the story. Yeah, Sonic Forces is a perfect example of that. There's a lot of characters in Sonic Forces that claim to have roles, and they technically, in the story, they do have roles, but it's a lot of tell, no show. And that's not as engaging in the story when they're just telling us that something happened instead of actually showing us that it happened. The only thing I'll give Forces is that since they were a resistance, since they were a team, it kind of made sense to have Sonic's friends. But at the same time, some of the things that Sonic's friends did could have been done by some random soldiers that were in the story. So I'm hoping that every character has a decent role in the story. And I'm hoping with a new writer for the games, at least, that could be solved. And the takes were kind of tame in this video, but in this video, somebody claimed that Shadow should have stayed dead.